Hello Palworld fans and newcomers alike, welcome to Paltopia, a brand new channel dedicated to all things Palworld. I'm Heather and some of you may know me from my other channel Amalgamingle that offers primarily reviews and tip videos for a wide variety of games, but this time around I wanted to focus on a single game that I have been obsessed with since day one, and that's Palworld. Palworld has changed a hell of a lot since it burst onto the scene with its unique blend of monster taming, survival and base building. After countless updates, DLCs and even collaborative events, the game is almost unrecognisable from when it first entered early access, and it just keeps getting better and better. So if you have yet to jump back into Palworld since the early days, then here is exactly what you have missed since then. So, in January 2024, Pocketpair launches Palworld in early access, gaining a phenomenally positive reception, which gets Nintendo's knickers in quite a twist. It was clear, people loved Palworld. Which is good, considering a huge update was planned for shortly after. The Sakurajima update dropped in June 2024, which added a big new island to explore, the Moonflower faction, and a level 55 tower boss, Saya and Celine. Alongside this, they introduced a battle arena, a lockpicking mechanic, meteorite events, PAL skins, monster nests, dog coins and medal merchants, and lots of new cosmetics, weapons and items. The player level cap was increased to 55, the PAL box capacity was doubled, and new technologies were introduced, most notably the cold food storage, sulphur and coal mines, and the refrigerated crusher. The Sakurajima update kept our appetites wet for a while. Other than bug fixes and minor updates, we didn't see anything until December 2024 when the huge Feybreak update dropped. Feybreak is a new island that is over 3 times the size of the previous expansion, Sakurajima Island, and it also came with the introduction of 24 new PALs, 10 of which are type subvariants of existing PALs. Feybreak came with its own tower boss Bjorn and Bastigor, which is by far the hardest one in the entire game, and even accessing the battle requires you to defeat 3 alpha PALs first. We also got some new resources like chromite and hexalite, required to craft a bunch of new gear and structures. The size of Feybreak Island alone makes this the biggest update so far. Then, in March 2025, Palworld got another significant update of features in demand such as Crossplay, Photo Mode, and a global PAL box which allows PAL transfer between worlds. We also got a dimensional storage box, a mechanic that allows crafting and merging of blueprints, and we can now recruit Zoe and Grisbolt. This update didn't have an official name like Sakurajima or Feybreak, but it was very significant. The global PAL box and crossplay features alone were game-changing. Now let's fast forward to June 2025 and we got the Tides of Terraria update, which was a Terraria crossover event where players could enter a Terraria-style dungeon. The dungeon was filled with catchable Terraria creatures and collectibles, most notably blueprints for Terraria gear. As if that wasn't enough to show us that Pocketpair loves us, they also added fishing, salvaging, a bunch of awesome new PALs, new small islands, a new raid boss, gusts of wind that thrust you upwards to aid traversal, and other smaller tweaks. So those are the biggest updates that Palworld has received, and Pocketpair then released a video informing fans that they plan to bring Palworld out of early access in 2026 with a 1.0 version of the game alongside some major updates. Apparently this will include an endgame scenario with the world tree and a truly massive amount of content. Because of this, we were told that things will be quieter from now until then, save for a planned small winter update. Since Pocketpair released their video update, there has been a recent crossover with PC and mobile exclusive title Once Human, which didn't have an impact on Palworld since the event was about PALs being made available in Once Human, rather than it being a mutual exchange. We also got a small Halloween update which was fun, but like they said, it's going to be pretty quiet from now on until the launch of 1.0. And that's where we currently are with Palworld. Honestly, there is no better time to jump into Palworld, providing Nintendo doesn't squash them under their big corporate boot. Palworld is way too popular now to disappear. Anyways, I have had so much fun with this game since the very start, and each update has been really exciting. I can't wait to share the experience with you guys as the game further expands and improves. So be sure to click that subscribe button to keep up to date with the latest content. Also, subscribing will really help me out too, because it will help this channel to grow and thus enable me to continue making content on this fantastic game. Finally, if you have come over from my other channel Amalgamingle, then thank you so much for supporting me in my latest venture. If you haven't, then you should definitely check it out and see if there's anything on offer over there that interests you. Anyways, this is Heather at Paltopia, and thank you very much for watching.